Seminal. Nah. Ah. Seminal. Soca does give me.
Last week, we finally made it to Union Island with my mom before setting sail right on over to Tobago Keys, where we had an absolutely amazing time swimming and exploring the island. Then we headed back to Grenada so my mom could catch her flight. But first, we had another dinghy problem this week.
I just dropped my phone in the water.
Nothing like a morning swim. Go. It's gonna be cold. And it's on. Still works. What time is it, Mom?
It's almost 6. It's time we were gone.
It's so early.
After a very interesting start to our morning, we were off. We were leaving Carriacou and heading towards Grenada.
How we doing, ladies? Beautiful day, huh?
As our journey began, we actually had barely any wind, so we were doing mainly motor sailing due to the fact that we had to get back so my mom can make her flight. Even with barely any wind, we still decided to put up the mainsail and the jib, which did help a little bit, but we were averaging probably about 2 to 3 knots. We had almost made it to our destination before a couple of squalls decided to set in on us. The clouds had turned gray, and we definitely started to pick up some wind. We had just arrived at the right time because the weather really started to pick up. But we had finally made it to Prickly Bay, and because we had hardly any wind, we definitely needed to top up on some fuel.
We're all loaded up as Mom leaves us today. We're gonna do all the laundry as well as we send her off. Don't leave!
I really didn't want my mom to leave. I enjoyed her so much being here. Though I know she had to go home and go back to work, and it would only be time until she would come back and spend another week with us.
Bye. It was great having you.
I love you, Mommy.
Love you, Mommy. So today's project is pulling apart the portholes because underway the whole bedroom fills with water and it's disgusting.
And like always on a boat, we were on to our next project. The seals on the portholes had not been done for several years, so Christian hopped right on that. He started with using a 1/2-inch wrench to unbolt the frame, He then started using a hammer to start loosening the seals. And then he needed a little extra help, so he used a flat blade screwdriver to pry the frame from the hole. Once the porthole had finally come loose, he then went back and started to cut away all the old silicone so he could make sure he put a nice fresh coat. Finally cutting away all the old seal, he was able to use a Fast Cure 4000 to reseal the portholes. I think they came out pretty nice. Definitely even made it look new and fresh.
So we are off to go to a turtle watch today. We're really excited. It leaves at 6 o'clock. It's 10 minutes till, so we're on the dinghy on the way over there right now. You get to see leatherback turtles. We really don't know much about it. We just know it's kind of a long drive because they take you to the north side of the island. We're kind of further down on the south side in Grenada. So we're really excited. Date night!
Well, we made it to the bus. The bus is loaded down. Off to see some turtles.
This amazing opportunity actually starts with a 2-hour journey to the other side of the island, which is pretty far. We're off to see the largest living species of the reptile dating back to the era of the dinosaur, and they nest right there on the beaches of Grenada. The St. Patrick's Environment and Community Tourism, SPECTO, is a rural conservation group and the largest national advocate for leatherback turtle conservation. During the nesting season, the SPECTO team tracks the beaches every night, leading groups of visitors and residents through the nesting process. It really is a must-see, educational, and fascinating experience.
Look at the turtle.
She finished.
Holy shit. Look at how big that thing is.
The tour starts at the Turtle Center on Bathway Beach at 7:30 with a short presentation where you learn invaluable information about the history of leatherbacks, the conservation effects in Grenada, and the essential beach rules so no harm or disruption is caused during the nesting. In 2010, Grenada created the first ever closed beach policy, a fisheries regulation that closed Leatherback Beach at night during the leatherback nesting season, so no harm can come during the turtles and you have to be with a tour guide. The turtles surface in the tropical waters from the months of March through August. The leatherbacks return to the Grenadian beaches where they were actually born every 2 years to lay their eggs. Though, sadly, these gentle giants are now critically endangered, with only 1 in every 1,000 hatchlings surviving to adulthood. The risk of human predators, marine population, and climate change had adverse effects on the remaining 35,000 living females in the world. These amazing creatures lay up to 90 eggs when they visit the shore, and they travel as far as Ireland and West Africa just to get to the Caribbean to lay their eggs.
She's just digging at the moment.
No, she'd already laid.
She's laid, so she's covering.
She's covering.
Got you.
She made the mess on herself, yeah?
Probably licking, I should think. Yeah.
This experience of actually being up close and personal to the turtles was amazing. Christian and I loved every moment of it and recommend it to anyone who visits Grenada. Please, everyone, continue to make sure we keep our oceans clean so we can have these amazing creatures in our life.
So what do we have here today?
We have our bicycles that we purchased in Clark's Court.
So where are we gonna go do?
We're gonna go to the ATM, which is about a mile round trip.
We purchased these foldable bikes off another cruiser at Clark's Court for only about $100 for the two of them, so we were really excited to finally try them out. They came with this awesome umbrella covered material so we could store them and not get any salt or corrosion damage from them, and it only took us about 5 minutes to assemble one. You just unfold them, pop them out, tighten the handlebars, and pop the seat on, and there you have it. After assembling our brand new bikes, we hopped on them and started to head for the ATM. Though on the way, we actually ran across a donut shop, and being that we hadn't had donuts in probably about 6 to 7 months, we had to stop. And they were delicious. Boston cream. We then hopped back on our bikes and finally made it to the ATM. And we were exhausted.
Great donut break though, totally worth it.
Though after a successful bike ride to the ATM and a donut stop, we made it back to the dinghy dock where we started the process of disassembling them all over again. Currently in Grenada, it's actually raining season, so it's been pouring buckets down. Every day we've had a big rain shower. Squalls are definitely normal to the locals.
Well, after raining all day, sure is beautiful sunset.
After another beautiful sunset, our arrival of our mystery package had finally come in. We had been waiting for this for a couple of weeks now, so it was very exciting to actually have them be here. Can anyone guess what they are?
We got them. Let's hope that they work. We're gonna attempt to install them ourselves, I think. So hopefully maybe it's like IKEA and it came with instructions. Would be nice. But if not, we're gonna give it a go.
I know you guys know the drill. Like the video, subscribe to the YouTube channel, like us on Facebook, follow us on Instagram, send some love through patronage or PayPal, and don't forget to keep on watching us.